Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play action now, Vick. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Dumping it off for Johnson. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Vick. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Vick escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. This is Johnson. He's got it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate. 1st down.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Vic on 2nd down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Vic to throw it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Vic operating on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Vic. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Sanders. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Vic. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Sanders in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw.
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Mike Bennett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
White 20! White 20!
Here's Michael Vick. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, what a juke into space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. 1st down, Vick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Base 24!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On target over the middle to Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Vick will look to throw on 1st down, and this is going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, Walker showing the power, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Vick on the sneak. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out here in the eye. Vic on the sneak, and he's in. Prodigal touchdown. Michael Vick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Right 20, right 90.
From the gun, Vic. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
You got 4. Right 90, right 20.
On second down, Vic again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw.
What are you doing?
And he's going to go down again.
No. Bruce Matthews here. One. And David Taylor.
too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS from drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and they'll lay outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the and he was like, boop. Yeah. Knew just what it was. The whole but gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
I live with birds in there. Sounds like I see in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, right? She go to battle. LOD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, man. We had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, man. We never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy Trump and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man, I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a, yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Chop bush, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the egg man. I live with birds in there. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, right? She go to battle shit. I live with birds in there. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, right? She go to battle shit.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. It's complete to Golden Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go 20 and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Golden Tate, 75 yards. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Michael Bennett able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Why is 2 guys missed that
Losing
tackle on that
yardage
one
back at the
dude?
22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there on third down. 41 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... Football back. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And this results in 6.
No. Wait, hold on. 99.
Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah, no. 99 overall, Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield. 99 overall. Oh yeah. And Travis Kelce.
Big bank type.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana go yard band down. Big colada like Santa. Do a birthday party in a Phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, channel like a criminal. Yeah, man, bad cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with the sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take some all. Make it down off the top. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank type, no bank. Big bank type, no bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. Type of money from the hood, type of money make you stay white. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank type, no bank. Big bank type, no bank.
She said, what you gonna do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big, only looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like this after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank type, no bank. Big bank type, no bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. Type of money you gon' need a fight. From the hood, type of money make you stay white. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank type, no bank. Big bank type, no bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I leave the packs on my back to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again.
I already have a Marcus Readers. It's my cam channel 88. I can't remember. Randy Moss. Anyway. Supposed to be a 90 overall. No, we have a 94. No. No.
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set right now. I got too much on my mind right now. So the hero down, get my baby 35.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you on the map? Everything is intact. Could have been a seamstress, still wouldn't come slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback on everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got me looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, real, like I'm kin to you. If you was 10, I add 10 to you. Baby, now when I 10 to you. That's what the pay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These I something like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it's like, yo, what it's like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you got this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set
80 bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that Benz. Turning that party up. Used to have it my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. With the Oakland with a few. Took him all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rolling. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies.
You just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they disbeliever. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you're given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta be on my vision. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself so passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. I just can't.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Prescott will throw on first. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. That didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Prescott on first down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. He's going to get it running right. No, he will
Come on, man. That's really hot. You barely touched.
Unfortunately, not the... And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. First down, Prescott. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mike Bennett able to drop it for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards and some of the completion, and now it's third and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. Sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll give to Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Michael Bennett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end.
And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10.
Thank you.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line. No further than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Prescott on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
In my mind, you've got to hand it to this defense. They were able to tighten up near the goal line. If they get away with only giving up 3 points in this situation, that's a win in my book.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but... And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
I like the Wednesday.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. It didn't work out this time, but there's always next. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Here's Prescott. Shakes up under pressure now, and he's going to go down.
Why are you getting all dressed up and stuff, man?
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down.
Who?
The football.
What?
If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Who?
He'll get it up the middle. And he is net in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stop for a loss. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. Too bad. Can't win them all. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he'll take it in for a Cowboy score. Well, unfortunately. And the offense getting set. They've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Not the result you wanted, but the good news. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Prescott to throw it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on third down, so there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Prescott from the gun. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On second down, Prescott again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Michael Strahan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and long for Prescott. And this is caught. Cowboy touchdown. That didn't work out this. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Now Prescott. That's caught at the 1.
Easy work.
No gain there. Completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get it up the middle, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it?
Oh, my God.
Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Prescott from the gun on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bailey able to knock it through. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the... And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10.
Hey. Hey, swing.
To throw is Prescott. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis on the wall. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing, Prescott. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on second. Do they have the heart on third? Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
But that kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1 yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow and get what you can.
A disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you... And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
They'll try on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies. I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control...
And touchdown, Cowboys. Not the results you wanted, but the good news. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught at the 1. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on the play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. John Randall able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Prescott. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming to quarterback, he needs to be able to find somebody, or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time...
And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the result. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space, or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they end up tackling for a loss.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
No.
That didn't work out this time, but there's always... And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. That's too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Prescott on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
I really don't think.
Unfortunately, not the result. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Prescott now. And Beasley's got it.
For a second.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Not the result you... And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Michael Strahan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
They tried to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's second goal back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4. Here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I hit him.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but... And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. First down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. It didn't work out this time, but there's all... And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Von Miller with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again.
Oh, my God.
And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I need a pig.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. He'll get it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
No!
And Bailey able to knock it through.
It now.
Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but and the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created enough.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Not the results you wanted, but the good news. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Prescott. That's caught at the 3. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. That didn't work out. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Pick that!
And that's incomplete. Good coverage that time on the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I knew
There's so
that.
much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Come on, man.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again.
Is that like an offensive?
And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll
Zeke
get
just
in.
chucked
Touchdown, Cowboys. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They get it to him running left, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to throw.
Pick that! Pick that! Oh, Bennett! Bennett, I know you're defensive.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not going to walk this.
Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it.
Come on.
They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Well, unfortunately. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up. And can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Not the result you wanted, but the good news. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Well. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
47. Everyone, wide 80. 45's the mic. All day, dog. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there. Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Hey, Sway. So we're going to 54. Wide 80.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Well, it didn't work out this time, but there's...
I would have won this so many times. But my team's
And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Such a long. No.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Reed in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
4 down, 4 down. There we go. 180.
Safety.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, unfortunately, not the result. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Lawrence Taylor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I didn't.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live
Finally!
So
Yes!
that does it. Put this one in
Oh
the
my
books. A
God.
successful Madden Ultimate Team
Yes.
Solo Challenge. See you next time.
I am never doing that again. Oh my God, yes.
Since I was a toddler, I
just get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Somebody ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. Addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling car like Uno. Flip like Pluto. You act too culo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull car like Uno. Flip like Pluto. You act too culo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. I just want the knowledge of the power. What a looking at eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a fuck about a dollar. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got 'em, get it, that's it, and myself, man. They need a new hope, deliver new, giving out like.